What's up? My name's Slim Killer. This is my friend. We're the Vaping Beasts, or Bombers, and we like to say Vaping Beasts, but we're Vaping Bombers. Today we're going to review the K101, this bad boy right here. It's nothing special, but you know it's better than nothing. I mean, I guess you could say it's better than the spinner. Yeah, it may look a little bit ridiculous, but you know, whatever works.
It always works.
But you know, you got the K101. I like it a little bit. I mean, it's better than what I thought it would be. See, you know, it runs pretty good. You got the cartomizer, this right here. It's pretty simple to refill. You got a little cotton in there. You want to try to put it on the cotton there. You don't want to put it inside that hole. You can damage it.
You absolutely do not want to get it in the hole. The hole is the air, and if you get it in there, then it won't run. It'll just shit liquid in your mouth.
Yeah, and I'm sure you don't want that.
No one wants that.
You know, and this is my first review video, but it's not like I don't know anything about these vapes. I've been doing it for about 2 years now, and I decided. The K101 comes with a battery, 18650,
And the mini one.
and then it comes with a mini battery, which I think it looks cute personally. Yeah, little 18350,
Which is about half the size of the larger one.
I'll put the 18350. Also comes with a charger, single battery charger. Comes with a case. I mean, it's a case, you know, nothing special. And it comes with an extra cartomizer. And, I mean, you know, like I said, nothing in particular special. But I think I bought it for $37 at Vapor Beast, which was pretty nice for the price. I also bought an extra tank, which is on the spinner that we showed you.
Which is this is a Kanger tank, right?
Yeah, Kanger.
Yeah, that's a Kanger tank. G9 tank from Kanger Tech.
Yeah.
The Mega.
But we're going to be reviewing the K101. Also, I'm going to be reviewing the IPv2 50 watt box mod with a Aspire on it, which is also pretty nice, convenient. I mean, it chucks cloud. I won't be able to show you because I'm not good at doing that. There's a locking pin at the bottom of the K101. You know, turn it on and off. I'm turning it on. Mini's batteries in it, so it's pretty nice, small, convenient. You know, cute, like I said. Still looks good, clouds. I wouldn't recommend this for you if you're a cloud chaser, considering it's really not built for cloud chasing. If there's anything you want to add about it, Joe?
Most people don't understand some of the technology that goes into any of the things by Camry. Really, the K101 and the K100 work just about the exact same, with them both being telescopic mods. Which telescopic mods being you can make it bigger or smaller and put different size batteries inside of it. Obviously smaller for the smaller batteries and larger for the larger batteries. And what you want.
See that, Kanger?
Yeah.
But you can keep talking. It's not like that.
Yeah, sorry. And with the telescopic mods, when you put the battery in, you want to make sure that it's not so wide over of it, but you want to, and you don't want to make sure it's too far down in there. You want to make sure it's really snug in there, and that it has a level amount of room for the part to put the tip or cartomizer in.
I do agree. He made a good point there. I put the Kanger on there, little Kanger Tech here. It's nice. It has adjustable airflow, which is right in the down here at the bottom.
It goes from no airflow to 5 holes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that's the G9 tank from Kangertech, and it is a bottom fill, and you can put multiple drip tips in it.
You know, nothing in particularly special. Sorry about this. Not trying to do anything, you know. Just, you know, we're kind of new. Just making it to where you can see both of us at the same time.
But yeah, I like this piece, and like he said, it's a pretty good telescopic line for one, the price of it. The price of it is what, 30? Got it for 30?
Yeah, $37.99.
$37.99. That's a good price
for a mod like this for beginners too. I mean, it's perfect for beginners. I personally think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But I also have my Aspire, which I mean this K101 also can run RDAs, which I don't have any currently right now. Honestly, I wish I did. I mean, you know, with a RDA, I mean, it'd be beautiful. I mean, it'd be wonderful. But as you can see, the Aspire is built for, you know, higher setouts. Originally can't run on like those spinners, I don't believe. Maybe. I haven't tried yet.
It can, but it's not. It doesn't do good. And
so, you know, you got the Aspire on this little bad boy, as you can tell. If the Aspire is on it, which also has beautiful airflow choices. You got 3 choices: small, medium, and then bigger, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And, do you know how many ohms that runs? I think that's at 0.6.
Yeah, I think it's 0.6. I honestly wouldn't know.
You know this thing tells you, right? Yeah. The G9 tank from where's it from? Kangertech. It runs 1.8 ohms. Yeah, and this one's 0.6.
If you put the Aspire on the IPv2, don't run 50 watts. You're going to destroy the tank. Anybody should know that.
And the Aspire goes up to what, 30 watts?
At the most, I've noticed it went to 30 watts.
Safely.
Safely.
And remember, the key thing about vaping is vaping safely. You don't want to overrun your stuff and get blown up and all that.
Don't want to destroy everything. Personally, I don't think it'd be a good idea to destroy your own vape. I mean, I've seen multiple people do it. My ex has done it. She kind of fucked me over with my vape. Kind of pissed me off. I had the iTaste MVP, you know, little 10 watt box mod. Kind of irritates me the way she threw me off the bridge, but I guess shit happens. But and I'm dropping everything. That's in particularly great. But I mean, you know, I personally, if I were to get, I want to go buying the, especially if you're a beginner. If you're gonna be a beginner, don't go buying this freaking IPv2. It's not in particularly a beginning. It's not a beginner type, you know.
I say for a 50 watt box mod, it's a good set. You know how much that originally runs for?
This IPv2?
Yeah.
I bought it for 90 with the Aspire, but that was off someone. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably, no, this is not for sure, but it's probably like 120 maybe. No, I honestly wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you a price range, but it's worth a good amount of money, I'm sure. And you know, that was 7 watts with the Kangertech, which was pretty good for 7 watts, especially being
What, the Kangertech goes up to how many watts again? Was that 15?
The Kangertech.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be running 15 watts on it especially because it's only built for like 4 to 5, maybe 6. if you're lucky, 7 watts. But I mean, this is on 10 watts. I mean, like I said, you shouldn't really put it on 10 watts or 15 watts or so, because you could probably destroy the tank pretty fast, really easily to do it. And I mean, it's convenient. And what I love about this IPv2, it shows watts, it shows your voltage. You can't change the voltage. I mean, you can, but it automatically changes with the watts you change. It shows the battery life, which is convenient.
And it tells you how many, whatever RDA, RBA, or any type of tank you're running, actually.
Yeah, and get the smoke out here real fast. I'll show you. You can sit here. You can change voltage. I mean, it lit up pretty bright, not easy to see. I mean, you know, you change down right here, up right here. This is the firing button right here. Convenient as can be. Expensive but convenient. The battery in this, I would not know what type battery it is, but it is a good battery, mainly for life, more than it is hits. Like I said, I bought this off someone else, but yeah, like I said, I also don't know everything about vaping. I should right now. This is our first video, so you know it's going to be kind of off, not perfect. But another thing about this IPv2, you don't have to unscrew the lid here that goes here. It's just magnetized, you know, clips on, you know, perfect. I love it. And let's see, anything else we want to include here, Joe?
Definitely. when you're doing your clouds or anything like that, there's a lot of things that go into that. You have to keep in mind the wattage you're running at and what kind of mod you're using. The vaping itself is airflow, and most importantly, and a lot of people don't know this, but the liquid you are using also has to do with
the clouds, the thickness of the clouds and that. But if you're new, don't go like high ridiculous freaking nicotine, because especially with the IPv2, it will rip a hole into your chest. I mean, it will hurt. You will hit the ground. I've noticed, because I've seen regular coughers who's never tried vaping hit this. They literally, and a good friend of mine, co-worker, I'm not going to say her name, actually took her first hit off of it. I mean, the first time doing like a big mod, she literally was on her knees dying. She was coughing to death. It was ridiculous, actually.
Yeah, and what was it, earlier today? What I'm more used to is I'm more used to the low tech. I mean, that's what I use all the time. I take that where I go. It's more of my public thing. And my friend, he showed me his new box mod, and I've never had one that went up to that many wattage before. So he gives it to me, and I'm like, all right, I can take a hit off of it like I would this the Vision Spinner 1. And he gives it to me as a tank on it. He has the liquid that he had in at the time was Java by Haas, which is it comes in a 10 milliliter bottle, and it has 12 milliliter with nicotine. And I tried it, and I took a really big hit of it, and I think later on started feeling really uneasy, and I actually think I threw up.
Earlier, yeah, he threw up earlier because it was actually really strong. Like Haas is like he said, 10 ml bottle, and it's filled 2% of the bottle is nicotine. So
it's a 12 milliliter nicotine set.
Yeah, it's ridiculous with the nicotine in them.
So what you have to keep in mind when you're picking your liquids is know what you can handle, and know what you're running will also affect that. I can run anything in that I can in the Vision Spinner, as it's a lower. The Vision Spinner is different from both the K101 and the what is it called again? Box mod.
This IPv2.
The IPv2. I didn't think of it. The IPv2 and the K101 are more mods. This is more of a pen. It's the Vision Spinner 101. And the tank I got on this right now is a disposable tank. You can get them at the store. They're like packs of 3 for like $9 or $7. and the liquid I have in it is Synapse, which is a mixture between green apple and cinnamon. It's a 10 milliliter bottle. It's 12 milliliters of nicotine. And now, what I really like about the spinner is that, unlike the
IPv2.
unlike the IPv2, it doesn't run on watts. It runs in voltage. And I like that personally. I like it a lot. And so, but there are some things, with the tank that you're running, you have to make sure you match the voltage, because with a disposable tank like this, you can't turn the wattage up too high. The Vision Spinner 1 goes from 3.3 volts up to 4.8. The highest I would go on a disposable is I would always keep it at 3.3 because you don't want to burn out the tank. When I first started my vaping about 6 months ago, I was not aware of a lot of things. I destroyed a mod.
Yeah, that was mine.
I destroyed it. And about 4 months later, I got a Vision Spinner 1, which I started off low, basic. For beginners, I would definitely choose this.
Certainly.
If you're looking into more of twist turn voltage.
The voltage change. If you're looking for more voltage change and taste, I'd say more taste than going for the clouds. Certainly, the spinner would be perfect.
Yeah.
Another thing about the Camry, and I thought, originally, and some people know what I mean, like the battery that come with the damn thing, it'd be horrible, you think it'd be sucky, like ridiculous, and the battery that came with my IPv2 is real good. And then I put the Camry into my IPv2, the battery that, as you can see, I just put it in right there. It's better than I thought, because I wouldn't think it'd be running on IPv2, but it does. I mean, it runs perfect on it. And don't never underestimate the power of some batteries that come with your devices.
This is a Sony 31.
Right, that's the Sony. And kind of see my battery. I mean, you don't underestimate some of the batteries, because some of those batteries are actually better than I thought.
Like the big battery is of what, an 18650, and the smaller battery is a 18350. So those are considerably the battery for the spinner is this. It's the same thing. You plug it into the top and you let it charge on the wall or something, or on a USB port. And the battery for that is most times, if you go out and look at the pens, they're normally like 900 mAh. This is a 1650. Or no, not 1650. It's just a 1600, which for the size of it and the conveniency, with the disposable tank I have on it, it's about 7 inches. So I think it's really decent for public, and it for the clouds it does. It's not too bad.
For that, I personally think it's the clouds are really not. It's not like you're gonna go into a competition and win something, not even getting in third place with a spinner. Hell no, that's not gonna happen.
Unless you're fighting those people that have those mini engines.
I mean, if you put something different on that spinner, like the Kangaroo Tech, might be a difference by a little bit. Now, I bought this Kangaroo Tech, and you dropped that. When I bought the Kangaroo Tech, see if I can get my drawer into my drawer here, because it's called the Genie Tank, the Genie Tank Mega, the Kangaroo Tech in general. Came in a box, this box here. I just got it. What? Not yesterday, but 2 days ago, maybe. What comes with the Kangaroo Tech is this little cylinder piece. It came with.
It
makes it look a little bit better.
On some things.
Yeah, for sure.
Like for certain things you can. I mean, with the K101 and the IVP2, you can't place it on that. It won't work. with the attachment, but the tank itself will work on those.
Right, and it also comes with this. This is for the inside of your tank. If you didn't already know, it's practically, it's pretty much how you're gonna burn what makes your freaking tank work. I don't know how to explain it. It has the cotton in it and the whole 9 yards.
And it's a bottom fill, so know that, because like sometimes if you have it, you can see the amount of liquid and it doesn't look like it's a lot. But remember that it's a bottom fill, and that's more than halfway full in all actuality. And it's a 510 thread, so it can fit anything like that. Like my Vision Spinner 2, it's a 510 thread, so you can fit the Genie tank on the Vision Spinner in it.
It actually works pretty well if you want to show them how that works.
Works pretty well, and then with this you can put it anywhere from the 3.3 up to the 4.8. When I have the Genie tank on it, I like to go all the way up to the 4.8 myself.
And like with the Aspire, same thing. You fill it from the bottom, just that it takes a lot of liquid. It'll hold maybe about 5 milliliters. If you want to show them, like, doing that, and that was weak as hell to be.
And with the Genie tank, there's 5 air holes. It goes from 0 to 5. Right now I have 2 open, which you also have to remember the more air, the better, until too much airflow is a bad thing. Not enough is also a bad thing. You have to find the right amount, and I feel like the right amount for the Genie tank and for what is in it. The liquid right now, it's cherry, also from Haas.
Yeah, cherry, also from Haas. We're using all liquids from Haas right now, mainly because it's all I could get at the momentary.
Yeah, except for the synapses in that, which is from
Nico liquid.
Niquid,
okay.
Niquid, like a squid, Niquid.
But yeah, I mean, all these box mods, vapes, I've tried a bunch. I used to have, I can't remember the name of it. I used to have a bigger mod, which another friend of mine got lost. He got that taken. Personally, I don't think it's a good idea to go vaping in school. I'm not currently in school. He is. He knows what I'm talking about. Kids are sitting here vaping in school. Don't do that. Trust me, it's not a good idea. It's not recommended. You're going to get caught. Don't think you're not going to get caught. Eventually you will. It's not if you get caught. It's when you get caught.
Which I do in school all the time, and I haven't got caught yet, because I don't bring a large mod to school.
Right, like some dumbasses will.
Yeah. I bring my Vision Spinner into school, and I use my disposable tank, put it on 3.3, do the lowest setting. Clouds, yeah.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
But it's not that bad.
Right.
I mean, if I were to go to school with the Genie tank on 4.4 and just...
Yeah, it's not a good idea. You got this cloud sitting in the middle of the fucking room, like, what the hell
Who did that?
Brother?
I don't know. Someone tried to start a fire.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm a dragon. I'm magic now. Okay, so I'm throwing out clouds.
You can't
just go doing stupid shit like that. Now, for cigarette smokers, people will go and buy those little e-cigs, small little actual cigarette, like the Views, like this. These little, don't think it's going to help you quit smoking. Honestly, it's not going to help you quit smoking. I guarantee you that.
Personally, for me, it wanted me to smoke more, electric things.
Practically makes you want to sit there. If you get like the box mod and you're into it, it'll practically. I'm not going to say you're going to get addicted to it. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to practically say it's not going to help you. And
a lot of people use vapes to quit. Personally, for me, I think they're really addicted. I was smoking cigarettes for a while, and I quit, and I still quit. I don't smoke cigarettes. And when I say I don't smoke cigarettes, it's because I don't smoke cigarettes. Not that I don't smoke. Which technically I don't, because smoking is different from vaping.
Kinda. Not completely, but kinda.
What smoking? Smoke. I have not experienced smoke with vaping. It's just vapor and nicotine. No ash, no tobacco, no lighting,
Lighters.
The thing I haven't had to use one forever.
Right, but now I'm not gonna go saying that vaping is safer than cigarettes. I've heard so much shit. It's not even funny. The
No.
vapes are more dangerous. I mean, it could be.
The vapes are
You
more
never know.
dangerous.
Nobody really knows if it's more dangerous. I haven't looked everything up about them.
I mean, sure, there's a lot of chemicals in it, but there's also a good amount of chemicals in normal cigarettes.
And I guess that's all for now. When I get more mods, I'll certainly make more videos. It'll probably just be me because I don't get to see my friend here very often because of stupid shit we done. That's our fault.
That was like 3 times. Why does everyone keep bringing it up?
And I hope that didn't break.
It's durable.
Durable.
The box. Oh, and one thing I would also like to point out is there is a difference between the K100 and the K101. Have I used the K100 personally? No. Do I know other people that have one? Yes, I do actually. My friend Tanner used to have one. He told me that it sucked. But it doesn't suck. He has a huge mod.
Why does he say it sucks?
Because it's like nothing compared to his mod. His mod's like that big around.
Oh, because he has like a 26650.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably saying it sucks because he has a 26650. And 26650 for the people who know run pretty well. Not all of them run pretty well, but you know a lot of them run pretty well.
Yeah.
But if I were to go for a beginner, I'd start with like the spinner or something in that general selection.
Especially if you're wanting a voltage differential.
Right, now if you're going for immediate, I'd look for, and that can go from 100, like any silver mod with an Addy or something. That's for more cloud chasers though. But intermediate style would go for the iTaste MVP, and I enjoyed that a lot when I had it until it got taken away by my, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, my ex. And then advanced, I'm not going to say the IPv2 is advanced, but I'm not going to say it's not, because it's right in between advanced and intermediate. Personally, that's what I think. I've seen some advanced box mods and stuff, but
I say it's pretty good in there. And what I do like about the K101, it's just like the K100. It has it's just a push button at the bottom, and it can lock. I mean, you put it in there so it can get on that battery.
Also about that locking stuff, there's a grip on it, and I think that's perfect. The little grip piece, that makes it a lot better.
I do not believe that the K101 had that, but I mean, it has a lock. I mean, you can lock it. It has lock it so it doesn't misfire. I mean, it's locked. Can't even press the button down. But good. Now, something I'd like to point out is one of the differences between the K100 and K101. If I had to choose, I'd pick the K101. And this is mostly why. For the locking mechanism, it is so smooth.
Not always so smooth. There's a couple tweaks and tweaks about it that I'd fix. But
I'd make it harder because whenever I push it up like that, I always do it really hard and I can't do that.
Yeah, because you can lock it and then sometimes you won't be able to unlock it, or you can unlock it and next thing you know, you're not able to lock it because it's tight in there. Don't tighten it too hard, otherwise you're going to be sitting there with like a pair of pliers trying to untighten the damn thing, which we've had to do a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, if you spin it good and you get it there, it's good, but I like to just take it, instead just turn and turn, just one quick turn and it goes all the way up. It has a very easy thread. It goes very smoothly. The K101 really doesn't, and it makes a lot of noise when it does it too. It's like, wah, which this one, not too big of a deal at all. I mean, can you do the same you do with one hand?
What, vaping with one hand?
You do the thing where you
Oh, when I spin this sucker with one hand, I mean, it's fairly simple for me to do it, because I'll literally just, and it closes, you know, literally just unlock it and get a closer look. I literally just, and it's unlocked, and then, you get what I'm saying, like, one spin finger, it's set. I mean, it's perfect. Why did you take all airflow out of that?
Oh, I didn't mean to. No wonder I was having such a hard time.
Vaping tricks, I know a couple. I could do O-rings. I'm not particularly good at it. I don't do it that well. The tornadoes are fairly simple. I mean, you know, if I were to go, I can't do a tornado now. I don't have the ability to, because there's too much air in this house going through. But if my friend Joe wants to show you the O-rings, I know he can do them.
Can do them good. Well, I've actually never tried it with your IVP. I'll try it with the IVP.
I mean, there's about 1,000 different ways to do O-rings.
Oh, there's the airflow settings on this. Oh, it has 2 settings. Oh. Let's try this.
I can't really do it.
I can't do it with this one. Try this one.
But, I mean, you know.
I can't do it with this.
You would try with your other one?
I normally do it with my spinner.
Yeah, see, I'm not a particularly the vapor trick beast at anything. The only thing I know is to explain vapes in a basic term setting, you know, nothing too hard. I try to make it as easy as I can and the best I can for somebody that's more basic, new to it, you know, for new vapors. And some of you may be looking at my video like, this kid's nuts, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Well,
it's mostly me.
I mean, I may know some of what I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say I know everything of what I'm talking about. Some of the things I say may not be true. But I've learned a lot because, Rip Trippers, this is out to you. I love your videos, dude. And I've watched all of his videos so far. I've seen the newer ones. I've seen the older ones, and he's the one who's inspired me for vaping, and he's the one who inspired me to learn more about vaping. He's taught me a lot about it, but it doesn't mean I don't have a good memory, so I can't tell you everything I know. And particularly, I can show you more.
People think that's a bad clown.
I don't care how small it is. I mean, it looks good. Even with that little eye spinner, the tank on his is broken.
It's
but
disposable.
See, you know, I didn't do in particularly a clown. That's on 15 watts, so whatever works. It's not like if I put it on 20 watts, it's going to change by much.
It doesn't change like at all.
You know, I'll put it on 20 watts now. And another thing I love about the voltage change on this is you can just hold the button down and it'll shoot down, you know.
Oh.
Apparently he didn't know that.
I tried that and it took too long, so I stopped and just went click.
See, I mean,
You should have done this with a bigger battery.
Showed them that. Did I show them?
I don't think so.
I do believe I did. I showed them that was the first battery. Okay.
Where'd it go?
It's in there. Where is it?
I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You just, I mean, if I didn't already show the bigger battery, we can go ahead and show it now. I mean, nothing special.
Won't
but,
hurt
you know.
to do it again. Do you mean to do it?
No, I'm doing it. This is, I mean, if you get this stuck in there, the tube, you can just put your finger in here and then. But you can put your finger in the inside of it and just twist the black piece. The next thing you know, you got the bigger piece out. Big piece. And now you're just doing random noises.
Where's the thing that came with one? Do you know where that is?
Right there.
Can you hand it to me?
Yeah. Can you give me the piece that goes to it?
It's on there.
Why is it on here?
So I didn't have to unscrew both of those?
Come on.
I'll get it.
See, that's one thing you'll notice. This thing here, which goes on the son of a bitch, goes on top of here, it can be a bitch. Trust me, it can get stuck on tank or RDA, and next thing you know, you have a pair of pliers, and I'm sitting here having troubles. If you want to get that real fast, Joe, that Xbox is pretty hot. Want to be putting on, so don't put your stuff on top of a hot ass Xbox. Not a good idea.
I got it. I'm good at that.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Oh
my mind. Especially whenever one of us got yelled at.
That'd be interesting. But like I said, I have Xbox. I mean, if you want to hit me on it, I thought on Xbox, you're a pansy man. Except on the I don't want that.
I do.
Oh, well,
no, I don't.
Where's the black piece of this?
Probably.
If you want to hit me up, and my name's You're a Pansy Man, but all caps, and in the man, instead of an A on the man, it's a 4.
I don't have Xbox Live. I'm a PlayStation. So
yeah, he's more a PlayStation dude. I'm the Xbox 360 player.
That's because PS3's free.
And like I said, the Camry runs really good for being a low-priced vape, you know. And we're sitting here running 36 minutes into this video. But I mean, out of all these vapes I've tried, I think a lot of the vapes I've tried are really good because I've tried the IPv2, the iTaste, the spinner, lower than the spinner I've tried that ran pretty well. I've tried Addies, I've tried the Patriot, I've tried a lot of stuff, and I'll come back and review them on YouTube. I mean, I'll come on and I'll show the basics of what I know about most of the mods I can get, and I'll go over to my other friend's house and I'll have them join me in reviews, and I'll probably get my friend Dante. We like to call him T-Train, and I'll probably just keep using T-Train with the video. And I'll show you his mods, and he runs giant clouds, 3 times more than what either of us can do on my IPv2, and I'm sure he can show you the actual shit that these damn things can run. And that's with the spinner, the Kangertech, that's voltage is on 3.8, and I'm gonna run it 4.3. instead of 4.8, and turn air holes to 2 instead of 5, which was what on. I mean, you can see it runs pretty good if you if you're looking for taste and a little bit of cloud, you know, not too big cloud, but a cloud in general to show off a little bit, you know, like make sure, especially if you're a beginner, you know, try the spinner with the Kangertech or the K101 with the Kangertech. It will run pretty well, or more than pretty well. I mean, it runs really good. And
yeah,
if you're gonna buy, because I bought it off Vapor Beast, not bad. I've bought a couple things from them, and shout out to Vapor Beast. I love your product, dude. K101, awesome, love it. And like I said, vapes, I love them, but don't think they're gonna go replacing your cigarettes. Trust me, they're not.
They replace my cigarettes because I love them a lot more.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Not a substitute. Just a new thing.
Now I've heard some, if you've all heard about the Mark 10, if you're looking for a little vapor cigarette type thing that will go closest to the cigarettes, I heard that the Mark 10 actually comes closest to the cigarettes. From a couple of friends, from several people, I've heard that the Mark 10 actually goes closest to the cigarettes, actual cigarettes. That's what I've heard. So if you actually want to go for those little mini cigarettes, don't go for the Views, because I tried it, not really not even close to a damn cigarette. Don't try it. Don't. I mean, you can try it if you want, but it's just not.
Don't try it if you're looking for cigarettes.
Right. Mark 10. I've never tried it yet, but from what I've heard, it goes close to a cigarette, and I'll buy a Mark 10 some, and I'll tell you, and I'll tell you for myself if it's close to a cigarette, because I smoked cigarettes for a couple years. I used to do it a lot. I just recently quit, actually, and I mean I dip, but that's me.
Now, another thing I'd like to say that goes along with that, now there's people that's going from normal cigarettes and then they're going to electronic cigarettes. Like the Mark 10 would be a good switch if you're going from normal to electronic. Now, if you want to go up from that, that's when you go to vapes. But let's say that you're more of a pipe person, you like smoking from pipes. There is a perfect thing out there for all of you people that love the pipes. There are so many people think that vapes are just, oh right, there's this big thing that's like really,
pretty big, and I don't feel like carrying it in my pocket. It's too big. They've actually made, and it's also, if I'm not mistaken, by Camry.
K1000.
K1000, correct.
Which is one of those, it's an e-pipe, which, personally, I've seen someone with it before. He didn't like it. It was Tanner again. He didn't like it. He doesn't.
Shout out to Tanner. You're stupid.
You, Tanner. It's for beating my high score.
Okay, and that's nothing against you, bud, but
I'm not telling
you.
Tanner.
I personally don't think you know what the hell you're talking about, saying that the Camry 100 sucks. I bet you it's pretty good for a vape, especially for a beginner, dude.
But he's not a beginner. He's an advanced guy.
And he goes, and he's like, and I thought it was funny because my friend here told me he bought a vape, and he's sitting here bragging about it. It's a 15-watt box mod.
It's a 15-watt.
And he's sitting here, oh, it's a badass vape. I'm sure it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sure it's not as good as he's coming out to making it be.
I'm pretty sure if I had that the Genie tank on my Vision spinner that I could outrun him.
I wouldn't doubt it until he brings out his 26650 and says, "Bitch, I'm gonna run your ass out." Next thing you know, I can come in with my IPv2 and be like, "Nigga, I'm gonna run your ass out."
Right. Oh, but back to this, the K1000. I don't have one here with me, but
oh, your battery's dying, dude, on your spinner.
I know.
Well, if you want to put that on charge, and the charger for the spinner, you gotta plug it into a computer, or if you want to get a cube, it's a charger like this. Nothing special, but still.
Oh, it's a 5-click on and off.
On, yeah. That's the same with if you can turn these suckers off. Not the K100, but like the box mods and the spinners. You just gotta click it 5 times, and you'll be set. I mean, you will be set. You'll turn it off, and you won't have to worry about it.
Okay,
and that's the same with the IPv2. You can turn it off. 5 clicks, pretty quick, and it'll turn off. It'll just say system off. And that's the iTaste MVP does that, and anything that consists to be a box mod or spinner, but the mods usually come with a lock. It's not like you turn it off. Now, if you're trying to save battery,
take the battery out.
Take the battery out, because the battery can still drain, from what I can tell.
I remember back in 4th grade, if your battery's still in, it will run out. I mean, slowly, but it'll run out.
And I guess that's all we have for today. For now. And Vapor Beast, I hope you recommend us to your friends and or family.
Oh, shout out to my mom for if she sees this and I go to jail. Hi, Mom. See you after 18 months.
And that's all we have. Vapor Beast, and this is from Rip Trippers.
And
this
Camry.
and yeah, for Rip Trippers and Camry and
Camry, I love Camry. Anything that they make, I love.
yeah,
So
they've made some
good.
pretty good products. And another shout out is for Vapor Beats. Thank you for the Camry 101. I love it. And that's all we got.
I wonder when this patient's gonna